and I have a very big question, and I also want to ask you for help for all of you. How come in a democratic country as Finland do we confront violent abuse of women by men or institution or government, and what more must be done to hold ourselves accountable, and how can we create platforms for people to report without being discriminated on and defend their rights? How do we act for those kids that are held hostage away from the mother and not being seen for 5 years?
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I would open the floor for the panelists to answer. First, Myla, would you like to answer the question that was asked directly from you?
So Girls Who Code isn't the views of the people on the ground. And to address your question, if I understand that correctly, how do we hold government accountable for the violence against women?
And kids and youth.
And kids and youth. Perfect.
We are talking about youth, and those 2 kids, 12 and 14, they are held in the institution in Finland, a democratic country. And we are not talking here about Africa. We're talking about Finland, a democratic country that took these 2 kids from the mothers that wanted to be raised by her, took them in the institution where they are held as hostage and watched 24 out of 24 hours, even when they go to the bathroom. And they are not given back to the mother for 5 years.
One of the ways to address that, and I think it's really important that you raise that issue. I didn't know about that. And
thank you.
Advocacy is really important.
Thank you.
Advocacy is one of the ways that we hold people accountable, and I would encourage you to continue raising your voice, to continue talking about the issues that people don't know about, to make sure that you put that political pressure on these governments. In my case, when I talked about Nicaragua, I went to Washington. I spoke to senators. I passed legislation to punish the human rights violators in Nicaragua. The Nicaraguan Act, it passed in 2018, and it took speaking up against the human rights abuses committed by my government. It took going to Washington. It took raising my voice, and I encourage you to continue raising your voice so that you can create change and that you can speak for those people in Finland who cannot speak.